Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers and Brutality on Venus. And I'm going to say outright, I dislike OBS. Must have been as of the last update. There's been a couple times where I've hit the start streaming button and it doesn't listen to me. And of course, I sit here happily thinking that I already pressed the button and, yeah, well, whatever. First world problems. Anyway, in our last adventures, I framed out the new area that will be used for the greenhouse and fuel production area. So I want to actually start putting stuff in there today.
Cognition critical.
Cognition critical.
Cognition low.
Alright. Panting like a asthmatic. Alrighty. So what we need are lots of hydroponics trays, among other things. Want to set up LArRE and got some frames, which I think I was just going to throw over here. Nope, throw it right there. Now, I will need. I'm going to limit it to one LArRE per channel, so to speak, and that's just because I've had bad experiences. So we're gonna have a hydroponic LArRE, one of you. Let's see, we've got lots of chutes. Maybe we don't really need insulated liquid pipes. Regular liquid pipes would probably, I don't know. I'm gonna print out 2 stacks of those though. What do we need for LArRE? Inconel and astroloy. That's right. Inconel. That's waspaloy. Astroloy. That's stellite. That's astroloy. There we go. You just want iron. Iron. Oh. Yep. Okay. Come here. There we go. There's that. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. What is wrong here? Did you eat something you weren't supposed to? What the hell? I'm so confused. Well. Okay. Okie dokie. There's a liquid filtration that I have no idea how long that's been in there. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we need a LArRE. We're going to need LArRE stations and rails and all that fun stuff, so. Rail. Just rail. Straight up linear rail. And 50, I think is fair. I think it's fair for that. Wow, LArRE's still printing. Good golly. Good golly. Miss Molly. Oh, I got quite a handful of these, so whatever. Okay, LArRE rails. Steel. Agent WD-40. Okay. Now we'll be doing some manually harvesting. I'm going to need a recycler, but that all comes after the fact. Excuse me. How many hydroponics? I got one hydroponics kit. Do I have any grow kits? Grow kits, grow kits. Grow lights, rather. Grow lights. I don't have any grow lights that I can see. Got a sensor. I don't need a sensor. IC housing. I have one of those floating around, but I might print off another one. Yeah, okay. So, there we go. There's a rail. So get, I think, started with this. You're good. Spat that out. Now, what kind of interface do I want? How do I want to put water in to begin with? So, I'm thinking just the polluted water that I pull off of the recycler. That's probably all the water input into the system that I'm going to need going forward. However, I will need to start with some. So we can pack one of these. And we'll just transfer it over by liquid bottle. And get the party started with this. Grab that. And feel like I'm missing stuff. It needs the party started. We can get the party started. Okay. Pressure's actually pretty low. Kind of surprised about that. As long as it doesn't go too far.
Temperature high.
Woohoo! Warm in there? Yep.
Temperature high.
Okay, I guess we'll put this on.
Oxygen critical.
I don't really know why the oxygen goes critical, but we have way down. Okay, so first off, the water is on the far side, if I'm correct in thinking. Yeah, water's way over there. I really need lights in here. Water's right here. If I want to do anything with priming that. This, I think, is just going to be kind of a self-feeding loop. I don't think it's going to really have any external to it. We'll see. Since this will be the access area, this might be kind of... how do I want to do it? So I'll have grow lanes going this way for everything. And I don't know how many. Maybe it'll be 2 LArREs, maybe it'll be more, I don't know. So this will be kind of the seed station and whatnot. So let's pull this out. Powered chutes. So this is going to be export bin. So this is how I would get seeds. Necessary. Now, stuff like switchgrass does not need this. Yeah, we do probably centered here. So we would have... Ooh, stackers. I forgot about stackers. How do I want to do that? Well, let's just say that our first tray starts here. And our water line is here. We'll say that. Then I think that's sort of having a export bin, so this would, no, import bin. So this is where I would go to drop off all the crap coming out of LArRE. right there. Okay. This doesn't, I don't know if it really needs to stack. No, that doesn't need to be stack. But this will be export. Ooh. Yeah, do we bring it this way? I don't know. And we would have an export bin. This would be for seeds, right? I don't know if I want to do fertilization. I could do fertilization. That's always a possibility. But we can also have that. Why am I trying to use that? It's the regular old chutes. Okay. LArRE. Let's get a rail. Chute import. I don't know if that's good enough. Kind of hard to tell. And you would be there. That'd be the tray. So we know these would be straight. Then we could put the LArRE dock here, possibly. And he runs this way. Alright, so we got... Is this how I would want to do it? So that's station 1, station 2, station 3. Yeah, that might work. Might work. That might work. What's in these boxes? These are empty. So I found my boxes. Okay, now stacker. Do I need... Oh, I would need a stacker if I'm going to load it with seed. Yeah. So in this case, I could actually do this. Because... Whoa, that might actually be in the way, wouldn't it? Well, let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, LArRE's in the way there. But we could go straight. Do that. And do our zigzag thing here. Ziggy zag, ziggy zag. There's that, right? And this going out doesn't matter. So that's basically a refuse line. So technically speaking, if I wanted to put two close together, I could just like mirror image them or something. Or these are straight on, so I think it'd be okay. So this is be... And this would go... This is going to go to the... This would be a shredder line. Or a sorter line. Anyway. I don't know how I feel about that. Or I want to have the stuff up above and come down. Don't know how I feel about it. Don't know. Is this enough? Because I would have to sort... might do a logic sorter just to make it simple. Okay, so we have a logic sorter. So I feel like if I'm going to do that, then I need another space here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I need. I need to do that. Okay. So we go another space. All those are powered. And then we would wrench this up. So logic sorter. Right, Larry's in the way. Larry's in the way. Get out of here, Larry. Okay. So let's make it so I can have like a wall and a selector or something like that. The walkway. Okay. So I could have 3. I could push it out more that way too. I could grow it potentially or something like that. I don't know. So let's just leave the first 3 spaces here as headroom. And let's put our sorter here. So we're going to have a logic sorter right here. Inline. Boom. And, ooh, this will be fun. So this would be going straight through. Right? Yeah, that's the straight through one. I wish I could have a mirror image of that. But do we do that? So we could do this, and we could do that into a stacker. Ooh. This is a multifaceted thing. Hang on. No. What? Changed my mind yet again. Still going that way. I feel like we need to go up. I think 3 up is fine. I think. I don't have anything to really guide me here. Ooh, hang on. Because I want to be... So the stacker will still be here. I can get the angle of the dangle. There we go. So we'll put the stacker here. That will be for individual seeds. Yeah. So there's the individual seeds. So we will have, not the sorter, darn it, the export bin. Okay. First things first, I gotta make sure that Larry can fit here without being in the way. Okay. Alright, looks like he's not in the way. Good. So we can put our first station in for having the export chute. The export, and then the import. So my thoughts here are... I could probably even do this, right? Oh, wait, that's right. That'll be in the way. Yep. I forgot. That'll be in the way of Larry. The rail, rather. What am I doing there? Being a dork. There we go. Do that. So now this will be output one seed individually to this. And then we got over here will be the export for well, basically anything. This is going to go up to a central. And let's go into the line that's going to go this way. So, how would we do this? Corner. Yeah, trying to, because this part I think will be hidden. I don't need to shoot 10 there. Larry, station, let's put a station in. Okay, corner station, shoot bin. Not corner, straight. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then this would be that, and then our first guy, right there. And anyway, Larry would then, he could be all the way basically over here if we really wanted. Maybe I'll give him a little space. Okay. And then more stations. Okay. So now that that's in place, I don't think Larry has a problem with that. I don't believe he'll have a problem with that. We will find out if he has a problem with that. Okay. Just trying to think. We'll have an overflow here. Let's do an overflow. So if for any reason whatsoever
Hunger caution.
right, if it's overfull, it'll come out this chute. Otherwise, we go straight through here. And this might be a good idea for a window or two, so we can see it. On to the next one. I feel like I need more things. Feel like I need more things. What does Larry take? Electronic parts? Is that all he needs? Mm-hmm. Electronic parts. That's an empty cardboard box. That's an empty cardboard box. That's an empty cardboard box. Oh yeah. We've got chutes. We do have chutes. I feel like I should probably have walls. It is still very hot in here. I don't actually have an AC in here, do I? Huh. I do not have an AC in here. Okay. Over here's kind of toasty. Yeah, we don't really have that much for airflow in here. Of course, these guys are feeling quite loaded. So let's take that off. Okay. We want a brain. That's what we would really like. Walls, yeah. Grab some of the geometric walls. It's nice and cool over here. Geometric walls are going to be in the unlathe part here. Geometric, perfect. Got a lot of that. Ooh, there's blue geometric. There's flat wall. Not going to worry too much about stuff. Locker, stairwell, table. Table would be neat. Takes steel sheets. I got a full stack of that. Okay, I think we're good. Boxes. 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 Okay. Don't think I'll be needing these immediately. These I might need. Not so much. I would like to pull this out. I need trace. Hydroponic trace. Let's go ahead and make a 50 of those. That's a little overkill for what I'm doing, but that's going to be. Oh, I didn't realize there were 10. Didn't realize there were 10 each. Well, the good news is, there. Hey, Triari! Curly and Mo, though? Yeah, sorry. I totally missed your messages. You need an extra set of eyes to read your chat as you talk to yourself. Yes, yes, I know. I should wear my glasses, then I'd have an extra set of eyes, right? Yep, some days I have a pretty, I would say for me, an active chat. Others days, yeah, not so much. Not so much. But how are you this evening, good fine sir? Liquid filtration. Oh, I am going to need one of those. This is phase change devices, right? Alright. Ooh, trace. Yeah, guess what? I'm going to pull you. Close you. I'm somewhat busy listening to you at background most of the time. Yeah, thank you, Darkzan. I want to say Darkzan. Yeah, I do appreciate it, and yeah, I definitely know how the busyness goes and listening to the background, so it is much appreciated. So, there we go. All right, let's go run over. I feel like I should take an Atmo kit in there, but no, I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'll get to that eventually. I got to run the run pipes. You know what? Let's double check that I don't have anything dangerous going on. Okay. Yep, that's just the pressure of the pollutant tank. Yeah, that's fine. Whoop, hot.
Temperature high.
Oh, I need to eat, drink, and be merry. Darn it. Whatever. I'm going to have to do something about that, because that's ridiculous. Just say that I like creaking up pipes more than radio. Yeah, well, in this game, you get used to it, for sure. I really got to work on the upper end of my cooling system, which, if I had a second Silent loop, I bet you I'd have a little bit more availability to do that. Now let's go ahead and drop a few of these in. I just got home trying to make something to eat before I stream myself. Oh, awesome. And let's see, I think you said you were going to play League of Legends tonight, so that's awesome.
Hydration.
Silenol, I don't believe you can make yet. I don't know if they have plans to make it, to be able to make it. At least I haven't seen anything clear cut on how to make it, if that is the case. So that is slightly disappointing. I just have to keep looking for traders, and my luck with that is not the greatest. But I'm also not just sitting there watching them. I also need to write my auto trader code. Be kind of handy. Put a specific item I'm looking for, and then and have it search traders and all that. It's complex code, but it can be done. I played with it briefly. Tylenol, yeah. Acetaminophen! I could do some acetaminophen. For all the times I smashed my face into the ceiling and the rocks and all that, yeah, I could probably use some of that. You know what? I'm going to put this in line, but I'm going to break the last one. Just so if I forget, I don't overrun LArRE. Liquid filtration. Yeah, that's... Okay, the rest of this is for this phase. Right there. I always knew I was a trader. I forgot to grab the electronic parts. Yeah, that's okay. Wall. To the wall. Oh, right. I have to consider the lights. Okay, so let's do a straight... Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, nope. Do this. There we go. So that is... Yeah, okay. There we go. That's the one that I really wanted, was to kind of hide that. There is silicon in the game, there's oxygen in the game, there's hydrogen in the game. I see no reason why you could not make Silenol. Yeah, I do agree. Hydrogen, you know, that's another... We have all the base products, so... Yeah, absolutely. So, Silenol, yeah, liquid Silenol, let's see if it, yeah, it doesn't have any way of sourcing it, and I don't, let's see, pure ice. Industrial burner. What the heck is an industrial burner? Must be something hiding there. Pure ice, liquid Silenol, yeah. Yeah, so at the moment I don't think there's a way to make it, which is unfortunate. You know, hydrazine, yeah, well, you can combust hydrazine directly into that. I'd throw out recipes, but then your viewers would be busy making meth. Some days you wonder. Salt. Yeah, sodium chloride. Now this is where you dump all your reactor heat to. I'm looking forward to reactors. Okay, so how would I... Okay, so input, this is going to be seeds, seed 1. So maybe... Ooh, okay. Okay. So there's going to be a second stacker up here in my vision. That goes straight into... Yeah. So we do that. Oops. Just like on WoW, there are some recipes that you learn but never make the item. Yeah. Yeah. Although now there's a little bit of incentive to at least make one. There we go. So it looks a little silly. But this is going to be my seed. I guess technically I could use the fruit sometime, but for the seed, for the item over here.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, I should eat, drink, and be merry. But so our input into our sorter, and then our seed output is going to go up to a stacker, which is going to stack it to 10. And then we're going to have 1, 5, potentially 6, 60 60, 70. So it looks like we might have 70 seeds in the buffer. And then this will split it down to 1. And then any overflow is going to go directly to the shredder. So I'm sure it is. Whoa! Sure, it is a matter of time. Des did not want to pour down too many new stuff at a time. Yeah, that's understandable. So are you telling me to make meth at least one time? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I mean, just for the science of it. You don't have to use it. Good times. So now the question is, grow lights need 2. Actually, I think. Let me check this. Can I go straight through? Oh, I can go straight through a LArRE rail with a cable. So technically speaking, I could put a grow light right next door here. And then maybe another row if I wanted to have it fold back on itself. But that might be a little silly. For science! Yeah, okay. Oop, I already got lost. Let's go eat and drink since I'm huffing and puffing like an asthmatic princess. Pew pew. Pew pew. I hear something going pew pew. That would be a cardinal. They sound like phasers. Literally. Okay, it's an empty cardboard box we can get rid of. Let's go eat. Can't shove something into... Yeah, okay. Cyclic loop. There. Man. Really hammering the system, which means that my ACs are going to be working overtime. AC's working overtime. Which means my solar panels have to work overtime to keep up with the load. Oh, right, from when I deconstructed that one tank. 34. It's a little warm in here, but actually the cocoa probably loves this. I think they want higher temperatures anyway. Let's go ahead and pop that off. Take a shower. Get 150% hygiene because I guess it makes you extra clean. And I'm just gonna swap that out that way. I need to keep on the bandwagon for... Wait, why am I doing that? Doesn't matter. Making alcohol. Because I need water. Yeah, so I want to make water. And then from there... Oh, hang on. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Because obviously, if I just want to make water... Yeah. Burn the alcohol, make something... Trying to think if this is the best way. Because once you combust the H2O... Yeah. For science! Creaky pipes! It's really loud right here. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong pipe. Wait, what? Oh, I haven't processed any, biomass yet lately. Okay, alright. We ate, we drank, we showered. I really need to do a better job of moving air around and cooling it. You're actually doing fairly well. I mean, you're shoving a lot of heat up the exhaust pipe, but I did that when I brought in some Venus. Okay, temperature climbing slowly. Yeah, I don't have any real
Temperature high.
good way of dealing with the heat. I evaporated off all of my alcohol, so this is set to approximately 25 degrees pressure-wise. So it's a little phase change loop that gets me a little bit of volatiles. Sorry, methane. For use in my rocket until I start actually putting hydrogen in. And, well, you know, that's another thing. I don't actually have a tank space area for pure hydrogen. Okay, this dirt keeps bogging me. There we go. Okay, you know, I keep coming back here with not what I need. Alright, so if we go straight up from here, is 5 good? You know what, 5 might be good enough. We'll call that good. So the input chute. I gotta replace my clutch in my car, so maybe that's where I'm getting that idea from. Okay, so it's gonna come from over here. Nope. Okay, so 5 is too much. I'm gonna do junction this way. So anything that I pull out of any line that I make is going to fight me. Come here and go into there. And then as I keep going down the line, if I keep going down the line, or however I'm going to keep coming down the line, we're going to do that. This is 3. Come on. Can't we just... There we go. Window. We don't need a window. Not through there. Come on. There we go. Shoot. Okay, so that's hooked up. So the seeds or fruit or whatever plop down in here and go through over here to be sorted. Grab the seeds, check them out, stack them high, stack them low, reintroduce them. So there's a little bit of buffer here. Everything else, surplus is going to go to the shredder line. Fruits are going to hit the end of whatever line. And yeah, how do I want to do that? Yeah, so this is going to be temporarily. Yeah, that's what it'll do. Since it's only going to be one tall at the moment, we'll do that. So we'll have the overflow going this way, and figure out what we're going to do with where to put the shredder. That's the ultimate decision. Where are we going to put the shredder? And then a stacker immediately after the shredder. Because I want to make sure I have full stacks of reagents going out. Okay. And then we can do 3. That gets us up and over this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a junction in so we know the flow direction. And then, yeah, who knows where we go from there. Yep. That looks pretty good to me for this stage. So what I need is stackers, electronic parts, grow lights. Stackers, electronic parts, and grow lights. There we go. Let's pull this off. Okay, and I've got the empty box here for this. Alright, electronic parts, good. I only need 2, but that's good. So I got the electronic parts that I need. Do I have any stackers? I probably have some in the rover. But since I don't have the rover here, stacker, we will go ahead and print off 10. And that's going to iron, gold, copper. Iron and copper. I already got the iron. There's way too much copper. That's not enough copper. I guess I'm doing both. Well, actually, that's enough copper. No, that's not enough copper. 7 short. Yeah. Okay. So electronic parts, stackers, grow lights. Grow lights. Grow light. Let's go ahead and print off. We need 1 per 5. If we say that every channel is 50, it's 10 lights per aisle, 30. 30 is sufficient. 30 is more than sufficient. Did I hit the wrong button? I hit the wrong lever. Yeah, okay, well that's got 5 iron. I'm a little concerned. Copper, steel, electrum. You've got the copper, but I need the iron. You've got some iron. Is that going to be enough? That's not going to be enough. Oh, well. Okay. That's fine. It's screwed up that order, which is... yeah. Not the greatest, but it could be worse. It could have tried printing off 30 of those, so, yeah, alright. So we need copper. Waiting on that. And we got it. 30, right? So 30, yeah, okay, we're good. It's going to use up a lot of the electrum, but that's pretty easy. I've got a fair amount. Ooh, we got a storm coming. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, there we go. 9 stackers. Sure, I'm going to put them in here. With actually, they need to go into. They need to go into the backpack because that's. Oh my goodness! I said close. Basic chutes and stacker. Because that's where that was supposed to be for. All right, perfect. Just gonna print off a huge load of them. Oh yeah, icy housing. Do I have one floating here? Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Okay. Wind turbines, editor, motherboards, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay, so we do not have one, that's fine. we have to wait for this to be done to get it. So, it's fine. You're done. Shut you off for now. Is there any other... I don't think so. Trying to find my brain. Okay, let's... $388. So, how come I feel? Do I only have one? Yeah, I think I only have one vent pumping air into the base. I think about it. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't think I actually have one in there. Huh. Yeah, well, that's fine. I need to... Yeah, ghosts. Gotta figure something out. Okay. Let's grab some grow lights, because I just want them for mock-up. I don't actually need them for anything super duper important at this moment. Okay. I also need to light up these areas much better. Okay, so we will have a grow light and center it on this guy. Ooh, okay, hang on. I can go... Ooh, I can go through a station? Good. That is awesome. So then I can have power here, right? And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we do that. Okay. Oh, it looks like I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's centered. Oh, right. Off by 1. Okay, so now... So it was 1 away from the line, on the line. This will be on the line. This will be 1 past the line. And then we'll back to center. And then 1 on the line. And... I think they actually expanded this out a bit, so these cover 1 more spot. But I cannot be for sure. Now here's the question. I can go straight through, but can I angle it up? Wait a minute, did I not have... Yeah, right there. We can angle it up if we wanted to. Okay. So how would that look over here? I mean, kind of neat, but I feel like it would actually look a little bit cleaner if they just went straight through the rail and then joined there. I think that actually would be the trick. And I could actually pull power from this side if I really want. No. I shouldn't do that because that's asking for problems when if I extend the line that way. Which I think theoretically I can because there's nothing down this deep, but... And here go all the cables. Okay. And there's going to be... So you can't go through chutes. So that would be that. And then LArRE would be... I think he wants to go... Whoa, no, he wants to go up, not do that craziness that just happened. Okay, do that. Need more cable. Need more cable. Oh, I got the stacker too. So let's go ahead and put the stacker in line. I don't know why it's having such a hissy fit. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just these are stacked to 10, but there we go. There's that. Turn you on. Turn you on. Might as well turn everybody on. Okay, everybody's turned on. Yeah. All right. So, oh, electronic parts. So we do have. There we go. LArRE. LArRE, my man. Good. Okay, more cables. More cables. IC and housing. Item hash, maybe? Debating. Debating. Because what I might do would be this geometric wall. Ah. Yeah, there we go. That's that way. And we'll put this up there. This is what it would look like from this side. So it'd be kind of encased. Right? Is that what I would want? Is that what I want? I don't know. In my other builds, it's been like a grate or something. Just possible what I would want to do. I don't know. Just that's there for mock-up. All the cables would be here and probably climb up that wall. Yeah. Now there's a little bit of wasted space here. Oh, I could technically have this fold back on itself and go this way. No, I can't because the cable's are right there, so I can't. If I could go this way theoretically, then I get into the next row of LArRE. Alright, so I need more cables. I need more cables. I really should put an AC in here. And something for controlling the air quality. We did not run out of power in that last cycle, so that's a good sign. The storm should actually help reduce the temperature in the cooling system quite a bit. Should really help with the heat load. Cables, right? Cables out the wazoo. You're still going? You gotta be about done. Yeah, okay, you're about done. Cable. I'm just gonna go ahead and print off 200 of those, because, yeah. Oh, that's what's missing. It is what's missing. Okay, so in which case... APC? Or just a transformer? Might be just a transformer at that point. Grow light, and grow light. Throw that in there, even though that doesn't matter. Yeah, throw that. There we go. Make a little bit of space. Oh, pull the lever. Okay, that's going. rocket parts. Well, I got enough cable. I got enough cable for what I want to do, so we'll start with that. We got the power. Oop. Really feel like this really isn't doing much. Oh well. Okay, so pull this back out. And we do that. We do that. This would go up the wall. And then this guy and this guy can come over this way. I think that's good. Is that all that I need down here for power? Those have power up above. Now there's potentially a world in which I would like to... I wonder if I'd be able to put a ladder here and still climb up and down. Or do I have like a door here? No, I don't know. Well, that's just a little aesthetic changes. So we would have like a hash generator here that we could change. Ooh. Hash generator gets stuck in the wall. Wouldn't be exposed, so I'd have to put it on the... Yeah, I literally would have to have it on the back side here. So maybe this is what we look at from the back. I don't know. Good question. Good question. Okay, so we've got the overflow to the shredder, right? We could actually put the shredder like in the back corner over here. We could probably do that. I think that'd be fine. Of course, it would look a little silly because it'd be backwards because it goes left to right. So if we did that, we'd do like input here. Five. Okay. Corner. Let's take it to the ceiling. So I think in this case that would help us. Did that work? Oh. Yeah, if I line this up, that would actually work. Okay. There we go, do that. 10, oh, we don't need 10. Straight there, and bam. Okay. So, more chutes, and a recycler, and another stacker. We have another stacker, but... Okay. Let's see. Nothing out that way. This way would be underneath the main base. I don't know why I'm actually going through the airlock. It's a little silly. Jeez. He's so loud. do need chutes. 5 iron. Okay. Do that. Top that off. And then... what did we need? We did need at least an IC housing. Let's go ahead and print off 5 if we're going to do that. Just take gold and solder, I'm pretty sure. No, just solder. Okay, iron. Did I use up all the iron? Pretty much. It's looking like I used up pretty much all the iron. Okay, that's... well, I guess that's to be expected. Yeah, maybe we should make a trip out to the mining outpost and grab some of that. How are we doing for iron in here? I have 5 iron. Okay. So that's not going to be good enough. Okay. Oh, I know what I need. I need to remember to take the tracker with me. You know, I'm going to dump a bunch of stuff here. Steel frames I do need. Sheets I don't necessarily need. But I'll just take them with me out of just principle. Leave the wall here. Okay, this is going to the project, so that can stay here. Not technically soaking that. Steel sheets. I don't need plastic sheets. So we're going to leave that there for now. Glass sheets we also don't need. The laptop we don't need. Trade that out for that. And I think otherwise we are good to go. So let's go. Let us go to the mining outpost. I think, you know, I'm going to just change out the waste tank. I'm going to eat, drink, and be merry before I forget. We'll eat, drink, be merry, get dressed, run outside. And hopefully I won't get lost on my way over to the freaking... because there is one section where I definitely do need another tower to indicate where I need to go. So I do plan to do something with that while we're out there. Oh! We losing daylight? Oh, I think we're alright. Okay. Forgot to change out my waste tank, but that's fine. Okay, we are about midday, so that's okay. Everybody here is happy. Storm is over. Okay. Let's baha over that way. Without getting stuck in a hole. Jeez. Okay, baha over. We need to go left. This is really hard to see, actually. Tower's over that way. Cobalt. Yeah, there we go. It just rendered into view. basically going straight north from here at this point. And we see we basically keep going on this heading. And we get to that tower. And then from there, that's where there's no clear indication of where we need to go. And that's problematic. So if we go here, we know we go straight, but then we get to a fork in the road and we don't have any forking idea. So, if I jump out real quick, pull this open. Okay, so we're supposed to go left according to this. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth out one of these hills and place a quick tower. Oh, I better back this up. Back this guy up. Stop it. Turn the lights off. Get out. Pull this out. Flatten. Okay, I'm going to flatten from this point. Okay, this is an awfully big divot, but hopefully this helps me see where I need to go. At least I have the tracker, which is better than what I tried last night. Forgot the tracker. Alright, let's go straight through. Where am I going? Right here. Okay. Yep, losing daylight. Go figure. Taking too long. Farting around here. Kind of went off on a tangent there, quite literally. That mountain seems awfully big to remove by hand. Yeah. Oh dear. That's for sure. I wish... Oh god. Some wicked turbulence here. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh! Such violent simulations here. Alright. There you go. I'll do that. Okay. Oh gosh. Whoa. I wonder if the jetpack's actually strong enough to really fight these currents. Not really. Not really. There we go. Jeez. Okay, that's good. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. There's that. That looks good. Now, go ahead and throw the lights back on. Gives us an indication of where we need to go. Just gonna drive straight. And at what point do we make a turn? That is the tricky part. So now I know I don't have a... I can't see the tower in the dark. Stop here. Get out. Pull this out. Basically straight ahead. So if I do this... Oh, I'm trying to climb a gigantic mountain. Yeah, so straight ahead 300 meters that way, but I don't know if climbing the mountain is the best way to go about that. If I had the cladding, I probably would make it that way. I mean, I do have some cladding, but not that much cladding. But this might actually... This does seem familiar. That silicon almost looks like ice. Okay. It's really struggling up this hill. I wonder why. It's only basically a vertical cliff face. Yeah, so this is where my road breaks down. Because somewhere I actually have a path. Okay, 200. Yeah, I think... One of the plans I have for times when I stay on one map for longer times is to put lighthouses on every mountaintop with a solar panel, APC, and a blinking light. Yes, that's what I plan to do is have the towers that I have put up be little light towers, lighthouses. Because that would definitely be beneficial. I don't know if I'm going to climb over this ridge. Okay. Nope, I lost it. Okay. But I actually need to go that way. Bye! Okay. Yeah. So I got over the mountain, need to go left. So there's definitely a breakdown in my road, and I need to correct that. Okay, before we get too crazy, straight ahead. So I think I'm actually coming at it from behind. I don't know. Let me hop over this little lip. Okay. There we go, there's my tower. Here we are, we're at the base. At least this needs to have a light on it. And maybe I'll color code it too, so if I can see it through the... Oh, good lord. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn you off. Save some power. Alright, how many? We've got 5 bags full. Okay. Why are the silos taking forever to dump? I'm really confused why this is taking so long to dump. Okay, that was the last one. 5 backpacks. Full charge. Yeah, no problem. So throwing a light on the tower would actually take no real load at all. And I actually, you know what? I'm gonna write a note for the next time that I come out here, if I ever read this note. It's gonna be so far down the list. It's gonna be power transmitter and lights plus cable. I'm gonna say times 150 cable and maybe some walls for like a guardrail kind of thing. Do we have fence? Railing. We have railing, don't we? Yeah. Railing. Wow, my fingers aren't working. Wall / railing. So next time I'm out here, that's what we're gonna do. That'll work. Okay, we have that. So bang. Oh, my suit, my portable, has lost its charge. Okay, so yeah, so we basically go to the bottom of the hill. Slight left. Oh, okay, yeah. We're rolling around the mountain this way. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's this guy. And here's the tower. So I need to put a tower at the top of this hill. If I can stop power sliding down the mountain. Okay, so this right here. So now... There we go. I don't have a tower at the top of this hill. Probably would make an enormous difference. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn you off for now. Get out. And we'll kind of do this in the dark. But we'll put all 10 frames here. Up. Alright. There we go. There we go. We have a tower up. So now, it doesn't look like right is the way to go. doesn't look right, like right is the way to go. So then we do a left. Okay. Alright, so maybe where I put that tower is not actually the place we need to go. Okay. I've been there. Okay. I've also been up there. Okay, so do I need to actually go right? Okay, let's see. Where's... Main base is indeed this way. Okay, is this... I do see... Yeah, that's not a good way to go. So, here? So, through here. Yeah, I definitely need to fire who's ever in charge of the road commission here, because they don't, no good roads here. They're all in disrepair and non-existent. Okay. This is a long travel here for emptying the outpost. Eventually, if I wanted to, like, for some reason run some kind of... What the hell am I looking at there? Oh god. Run, I don't know, some kind of... I don't know if Amy can carry stuff. That'd be kind of neat. Have her run back and forth. But, yeah. I can't even navigate to it reliably myself. Now, if everything was flat lands or relatively easy terrain, like it is kind of like on most places on Mars, then it might be a different story, but this... Okay, let's crack this open just a little bit more. Go, okay. Alright, let's try that. Whoa. Okay. Assuming we Baja basically this way. Okay, so yeah, so go right instead of the left that I did, right? Yeah, okay. So that tower that I just put up earlier is not correct. Not correct. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, alright. Turn off my light. Whee! What the heck? Just gonna stop dead. That was interesting. Now, I don't know the range of like a logic transmitter, but if I could, if it has unlimited range or something like that, I could theoretically send out a counter, like an index counter, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever, and I could assign these different towers a different ID, so to speak, so they could blink in sequence. So, you know, like flashing light towards the base or away from the base or something like that, towards their ID, and then color them for whatever specific outpost that they belong to. Oh, goodness. Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, that's one possibility. Okay, let's go ahead and... Whoa. Bam. Whoa. Bam. Pow. Right in the kisser. Pow. Right in the kisser. Okay, let's go ahead and switch out. So, I might switch one of these out. I still like having the idea of having a wireless battery for just like light moving it around the base or something.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. Yeah, so first off, let's do it this way. Do that. Do that. Oop, hey, give me that. Do that. And then we do that, right? And then you will unload like you're supposed to. Should start filling up stuff here. Okay, start up. Start up. Come on, keep going. Get these cranking. And then the last one. Here we go. Cool. We're all cranking. We're going to be backed up. There we go. Now, short of how many did I empty? 2 backpacks are emptied. Okay, so that worked. So now we are working on that. And just out of curiosity, how warm is that room in there? Pretty toasty. 182 kPa. Yep, got that. How are you doing? Yeah, actually fair temperature. Okay, so we've got iron being processed. That's not going to be... You know what? Let's go ahead and swap that out. Let's go ahead and set the default. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of mining for some iron. We need some iron. Okay. Do you think going up over this hill would be sufficient? Lead. I don't really need the lead. Which reminds me I need to work on the sorter so it'll actually take the lead ingot. Coal. I'm not going to worry about grabbing coal because I should have, well, maybe a stack is worthwhile. Oh, hey, here's some silver. 2 chunks of copper. That's just shameful. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Silicon, I don't want the silicon. Copper might not be a bad idea. Sure, I'll grab copper. I mean, there's a boatload of it here, so why not? I don't have my backpacks with me, so I'm not going to overdo it. I'm here for the iron. I need like 5 stacks of iron. And maybe it'd be a good opportunity to check on my code for the furnaces. Or for my auto smelter. So my code is not working how I thought it would. Silver and copper. Coal. There we go. There's some. Really? That's it for iron? That was it for iron? Okay, never mind. More silver. Oh, goodness. Whoa. There we go. Lots of iron. There are going to be 5 full stacks. Probably not, but it's close. And there's another couple stacks of iron around here. A couple veins of iron, I should say. Okay, let's go ahead and just dig through the mountain. Wow. Okay, so first off, iron, or that's copper. That's 5 full stacks of copper, so that's pretty decent. Do I want to stop and get some coal? I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it, unless, do I need steel? How am I doing on steel? Recycling iron, no, I don't, I think I'm good on coal for now. Good on coal for now. Although I might change my mind. Digging to the surface here. Pop out. Ah! Sucking me back in. Okay. Alright, Tower. Tower over there. That lighthouse is amazing. I'm glad I had that wacky idea. Because, yeah. You know what? It's heading at 340. I'm going to go ahead and grab a stack of this. It's not going to hurt to have a whole stack of coal. Technically, if I make steel, I would use three stacks of coal. Wow, this vein is a lot deeper than I thought it was. Oh dear. Okay, my suit lights out. I think it's safe to say that my grill's gonna be out here soon. Okay. Maybe not. It's got a pretty resilient battery bank in it. Okay. Alright. 340 over that way. Go. Climb the mountain. Climb the mountain. Jump over the mountain. Break my ankles. Okay. You can see my gigantic array of air conditioners. Okay. Close that. Bam. Alright, let's go. Got my lights back. Good. Good. Okay, we need a recycler. We have a stacker. Don't need anything with that. AC off. And we're going to do that, and then we're going to swap the suit out for now. Ooh, the temperature is running away in here. That's... Nothing's going to be hurting yet. Yeah, guess what? I'm going to grab me some cocoa seeds while I have it. Go. Close the darn door! Jeez! Man, okay. There we go. What's really fighting? I don't understand. Don't understand. Okay. Throw stuff in here to process. Should really put the iron ahead of that, but go. Sweet. Let's go ahead and throw this in to be degassed. And that should remain cool. Temperature is dropping, which is good. Alright, as long as that green button doesn't come on. Okay, so yeah, probably good opportunity to take a look at the code and make sure that I have that not screwed up for stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's pull this chip out and import. Take forever to import, and now pull this out real quick. We are dealing with a digital chute valve left, and I think looks like it should be connected. All right, so edit. So chute valve left on and open. Main requested wrench equal to 0. H request back to main. So we just boom, 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 boom until. I mean, technically speaking, I can make this a branch relative, but it doesn't save me any line. So when we set batch, yeah, we'll set the requested on.
Hunger caution.
0. So there was something in there. At this point, we could technically. So we go here, branch greater than. Jump relative. -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is iterating through the cookbook until we have a list. If it's greater than 0, go back to main. Whatever, some 0 items. Branch relative equal. Okay, so if we've got a match, then we jump 4 down here. Move some items to 0. Add current items. Blah blah blah. So get the name hash of the furnace. We set batch. We turn the valve. Okay, chute valve. So digital chute valve left. Then open. Device 1 open, device 0 should be closed. So it should be closed here. Should be getting right. Structure. Let's make sure. Structure. Didn't look like anything changed, but we verify that. Open 0. So it should be closing that valve. Set match, name hash, blah blah blah. Each valve furnace, mode 1. Do I have any lines? I have 1 line. Okay, clear memory. Item check. Sum of items. So we're adding the sum of items to R14 mode. H valve silo mode 0 quantities.
Hydration critical.
Right. H valve silo. Stop it. Okay, those are flip-flops. Those are flip-flops. So that's good. Okay, so I got left for those. So flip-flops. Mode 0, quantity 0. So I'm wondering if. Oh, okay, that's another thing. Get that in there. So the valve in front of this discharge or this buffer silo is supposed to be closed. So at this point, then H silo memory, clear memory, H valve silo setting. R14, which is the number that we want out of it. We write it to 0, then we set that. All that should be good. Now post item check. Yeah, so once we've gotten all the items out, then we want to set batch name H valve furnace, setting outputs the sum of items. I feel like I need to do the quantity here. Furnace, name hash furnace. Frunrish? Quantity 0. So we reset the counter on that. We have this. And then we open this up. So is this all I need to do? Is this my problem? I don't necessarily think so, but we're going to find out. And that chewed up my last line. So, everything is purging right now. And hopefully I don't have a pressure problem. We might end up with a pressure problem. Ten megapascal in here. That line right there. I don't know where the maximum is for that. We're gonna have to start having cranky pipes over there. Yep, here's the cranky pipes. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's pretty doable, I think. All right. I want iron, right? Set requested to that. Now we're waiting for everything to cycle out. That's almost empty. Everybody else is, I think, empty. So that'll be good. I don't have my configuration. Hang on. 0. Did I beat it? I beat it. Just beat it. I'm gonna grab my configuration analyzer here. Be ready to go. Quantity 0, opens 1. Okay. Open is 0, so it's closed. Now it's open. Now you just shat out a whole crap ton of items, and I don't think it was... That valve was closed, so I don't understand why it felt like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess 5 would have made it out. Because there'd be 1 that made it into there, 3 here, and then 1 trying to eject. So, okay, so maybe it has been working, it just doesn't sound like it. We don't have any extra crap laying around here, so that's good. Alright. Let's pull out that configuration tablet again. Take a look at this guy. So you are setting output 10, quantity is 0. Oh, that, okay. And then you're 40 and 31. Yeah, I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay now. Alright, so I should see a block of iron over here, 500 grams, yes. Okay, that is reasonable, awesome. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else I need to do, but I need chutes, I need a recycler. Yeah, I guess eat, drink, and be merry, right? We need a lot of chutes. Recycler. I just want one. And you want copper. We can do copper. Go. And then we'll go ahead and make some chutes. Shoot umbilical. Oh yeah, that's another thing I need to think about. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but I'm gonna set a nice easy 100. Well, we're not gonna wait. We're gonna go eat and drink and be merry since I'm huffing and puffing. I'm a huffing and puffing a dwarf. Okay. Everybody's happy. I need to think about water. Need to think about water. So what are we down to? Oh, we're up to 43 liters in here, so that's not bad. Okay, that's better than I thought. Water canister is... well, that's not filling up. How are we doing here? Yeah, okay. Let's get hygienic. Alright, and we can go continue our mission. That's almost 2 batches of... that's... yeah, almost 2 batches of the seed. You're set? Alright. Pull the lever. Okay, there's the recycler. We have the stacker. So that'll get us where we need to go for now. Take this with us, take this with us. Okay, let's go. I don't have the suit. I need the suit. Need to actually cool the new rooms. Grab that. Grab that. I think we are... actually, I don't know if we are gaining on the temperature. It's about the same threshold.
Oxygen critical.
We definitely do need lighting in here, though. Okay. So, our recycler... right there. Bam! And we'll go right next door. Yeah, there we go. And we will go ahead and put a stacker here. Let's do that. And that goes from there. And I'll just set that to 500, because why not? Now these would have to be... these are going to be on their own circuit. Not necessarily the LArRE circuit. LArRE and Grow Lights circuit. That's what that's going to look like. So everything that makes it into here is going to go into the shredder. And overflow seeds will also get into the shredder. So all fruit will be shred, excess seeds will be shred. That will be thrown out here. From this point, I feel that I need to have a sorter. At this point, biomass gets passed, everything else gets dumped. I think that is prudent. So we will do another sorter. Logic sorter. Of course, the cable's on the wrong side. Actually, do I want to... maybe I'll just do a regular sorter. Not that that's going to hurt. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So we'll have input. Biomass comes out here. Everything else, blah, whatever it blahs out to. So then at that point we have the fermenter, which I think the fermenter does not off-gas. So, yeah. So the fermenter can deal with a bunch of stuff. Can deal with a bunch of stuff, yeah? Okay. So I think that's that. Yeah, that's the next step. We'll put the fermenter here, then we'll have a... yeah, fermenter, then a... we'll also need a water purifier, a liquid filter, do I have an atmospherics kit hanging about? I know I've got one in the rack. What we got here? We got nothing here. I don't have a dial for anything else. 10 megapascal. I don't actually have a dial for anything. Whatever. Yeah, nitrogen's a spicy meatball. Okay. What is our... right here. 25 degrees, so our... where O2 is kind of toasty. Alright. Do that. Get out of the hot area. Take off our suit. Oh, I feel like I don't plan enough for these, so we need a atmospherics kit for the there we go. For the fermenter. And then we need the water filtration, and then into the water filter, the purifier. Gotta undo my belt. It's murdering me. I don't know. Okay. Purify. Water purifier. That's probably gonna come off of the hydroponics kit. Kit water purifier. Hydroponics kit. Yeah, the pipe bender. Iron, gold, copper. Hey, I got a box, right? You know, I'm gonna try this. Oh yeah. Should be the last bit, actually. Alright, hydroponics kit. Filter. Purifier. Iron, gold, copper. Okay, that gives me the purifier. I've got the charcoal. That's something I probably need to consider. Alright, and then, what do we need? What do we need? It's a water purifier, we got that. We have the filtration. Oh, we need to put, polluted water. Not a catalytic filter. We need a, oh, crikey. I keep forgetting about this bug. Yep, okay, there. I punched up that. Now, if I do the polluted water, I can make a heavy filter. Just go ahead and make 2 of those. Alright, we need steel and stellite. There's steel. There's the stellite. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got our 2 water filtration devices, canisters. What are we doing here? Nitrogen's kind of low, but not bad. Oh, need to consider doing a rocket thing too. Figure out if I've got enough for what I want to do. Okay, there's that. Army. Cable, yeah, okay. I think we can do that. We can do that. So, we're going to ferment. We're going to have alcohol and water. And then it'll decompose into methane to keep a head pressure. So I think, yeah, we got everything we need. So the water filtration device will run when the demand is there. So when there is polluted water on the input, yeah. Alcohol will be stored. That's a good question. Maybe I just use the water purifier and then have an alcohol filter. That might. Right? So if I need to at least leave room, or I could do that. So, well, yeah, we put the fermenter here anyway. And then go. Oh, this is regular pipe, not liquid pipe. That's the liquid filtration. That's a filtration device. Welding torch and steel sheets. Oh, that's different than everybody else. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to grab the chutes. Okay. That'll output. Oh, I can just have the. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And all right, and then from here we go to the water purifier. Is that the call? I almost feel like this would be it. Because then it'll pull as it's demanded, and I don't know if this will just chew through charcoal if there's no input, but this will pull it out. Yeah, I think that might be okay. What do you need? Yeah, of course you need liquid pipe. Come back here. Okay. And I'll just go with this as an assumption. Yeah, there we go. Okay. that. Then we have charcoal input there. That's fine. Liquid pipe. Do this, and well, we'll do this for now. So then theoretically, this is clean water. Clean water. Do I... Maybe go like that. This should be clean water. Let me do that. Pull out another liquid pipe. Ooh, this might even... Oh, not quite. Can't quite made up. There we go. So now we would have, I'm assuming, actually pure water. That's output, right? That is output. Okay. So we'd have purified water on the output. Hopefully not anything else. Haven't verified that. I don't know if this actually... I don't think it tries to take the alcohol. But. So then the next thing is... yeah, I feel like we do need to purify the output further. So that is the liquid filtration device, which do I not... Ah, you know what? I didn't grab it. I did not grab it. I will take one of these, though. Drop the box here. You are chutes. Okay, so what we're going to have is... Yeah, there we are. I think this is sufficient. So eventually I'll have a canister of water to chuck in there. Now, I don't have this temperature controlled. That could be a problem. Or do I alleviate the water? Yep, okay, so we're getting started. Got that ready to go. Ready to fire off. So we have the endless water loop there. So liquid filtration and alcohol, I think, instead of the polluted water. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gaining anything. You guys are running further away. Come on. Come on. Liquid filtration. Actually, I feel like I had something in here. Oh, I finally moved it. Had something in there that didn't belong. I need to make that food, if I can. And get that guy out of here. Okay, these are chutes, so realistically, what I should do... Okay, let's try that again. Let's do this and do this. There we go. That's what I need to do. Okay, and we have a box to throw back in there. Well, okay, that didn't work. Alright, and now, for my next trick... where did I stuff that thing? Was it in the box and I didn't pay attention to it? I think it may have been. Or did I end up shoving this in a weird spot? Either way, I need to change my filters over to alcohol filters. And heavy filters to alcohol filters. Okay. I know I have room for that. Okay. Gosh. Need an icy chip as well. So that, I guess I could probably punch that up as well. I need icy chips. I feel I'm going to need at least 3. Pink, pink. Oh, you know what? Gold and steel. Gold. You don't have anything. You have the gold. Okay, there we go. We'll have the chips printed out. Okay, so we have the 2 alcohol filters and the heavy, or the polluted water. Polluted water, because the other one only has 1 filter, so I'll throw that in there. I'm just going to take the transformer down. I'll take logic memory with me because I'm going to need that as well. Yeah. 2 chips? Yeah, 2 chips might be fine. Go. Actually, real quick, I need to do something here and make sure. See. Do. Is he still going? Oh no, he's not. Oh well. Okay, that was, yeah. Alright, let's put on our gear. And jump on in. Oop. Okay, so we're going to switch this out. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Throw you here. We're going to edit. We're going to clear. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, okay, so the fermenter. Come on, clear. We're going to set EB mode to 0. Actually, let's see. 0 mode. Let's do the fermenter. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right. So the fermenter and its logic mode. I want to see logic type.mode. Mode active. I don't think it necessarily like this. Logic type mode. That's. Hang on, here we are. This is. Jeez, this is what I want. Mode. Display mode, elevator, logic type mode. Power mode. Active, right? Okay. There we go. Yield, jump back to main. So what we're going to do here is set greater than. Oh, no. Let's do this. Load R15 dB logic type is going to be input, right? Oh, load slot. Load slot. Excuse me. 0. Load slot 0. 0. Occupied. Right? I got the sorter in there, so that's good. Okay, so set greater than R14, R15. Set greater than 0. Set not equal 0? Probably doesn't matter. Set dB mode equal to R14. So, quite frankly, this is super simple code. This actually could be done with 2 chips, I believe. A load slot and a I/O write. So 20 watts versus 50 watts. Although, I don't know, because this is embedded in it, if it saves it anything or not. Now this guy has no chip, and these guys have no chips, so we can go ahead and drop this down, and we can apply this. So in this case, we're going to read the recycler. Where's this? Okay. There's one of these. And edit. Should take no time at all. Okay, so init. Okay, I need to define hash shredder recycler. We're going to grab this. That's the name. Define hash stacker. Stacker 1. Looks like my suit light went out. Define H stacker 2. And we use the other one, will be stacker reverse. Okay. And alias dev, let's see, name hash device, going to be R0. init load name hash device is going to be, oh, hang on, the recycler. So name load batch by name. Device hash is the shredder. The name hash is going to be the name hash. The logic type is going to, hang on. Oh, name hash, yeah. Oh, I only need one. Average. So that's the name hash. So the name hash is defined. Main yield jump to main. So first off, control shredder. So we're going to load batch. Load. And we're assuming there's one shredder. In R15, device hash is going to be H shredder. Hash for shredder. And the logic type, load batch slot. Yeah. Slot index 0. Logic slot type. Hang on. Logic slot time. Quantity. Nope, occupied. Average. Okay. And then we're going to load batch slot under 14. H shredder. No, hang on. Load batch by name. No, just that. R14. Device hash is shredder. Logic type is going to be quantity. And sum. And if I remember right, that's recycler. Is it quantity or is it reagents? What the heck was that? Okay. All right. Okay, so in this case, we're going to do a bitwise OR, I'm assuming. Or, I don't know about bitwise. But we're going to OR them together into R13. So technically, R13 is if there's anything in the input or there are reagents still in it. And then we will set batch H shredder on equal to R13. Okay, control stacker. Okay. There may be a timer on this, but we need to control the stacker. And in this case, we want... How do we want to do this? So for sure we want this to be on if the shredder is on. So we will preserve R13. So actually, let's define R13. So let's alias enable shredder. Okay. So there, that way I don't have to worry about preserving that. So, okay. Now, stacker. So if the recycler is on, oh no, actually it's probably only if I don't really know. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that stacker. It's just going to be on. The next thing will be Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. That's exactly where I'm going to leave it for now. This can be expanded upon later if needed, but that's where I'm leaving it for now. Now that does mean that I need to make sure that I name that. Now, this is a regular one, that doesn't matter. Fermenter, that's going to launch, that's going to run. Okay, so I think we're good here. I need to change out my battery on my deal because, yeah, we need that. I don't have the. Oh, right. I wanted to look and see if I got the filtration device in here. Grow lights are here. What's in here? Ah, there's the filtration device. There's the filtration device. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this open. So, wow, why are my frames so darn low? Wow. Okay, so filtration liquid. That is input, output, and that's a waste pipe. So technically speaking, if we wanted to, we don't need to really be over here. Okay, we'll do this. Let's do this. There we go. Perfect. That way the pipes can run through there. So this is the waste output. We'll do it this way. T. What am I doing? It'd be a T junction. Trying to get crazy with all the different pipes. That's not what it is. Alright, let's grab the liquid pipe. Liquid hot magma. That's not going to be the tool that I need here. Okay, there we go. So now we're hooked up. So we'll suck the water out and we'll suck the alcohol out here. Okay, alcohol. So this is the filtered output. So this will be the alcohol output. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do with the alcohol at the moment, but that's where it's going to come out. There. Okay, you are going to need to have, and this is where I need to rewrite the code. You turn active when the there's alcohol present on the input. Okay, everything else here. Oh, I need chutes. Do I have? I've got the chutes. Let's get these hooked up. And then this, and the other one is going to be the other input. I'm going to go up a little bit, just so I can clear it. I'll do that. I think that's sufficient. That'll shoot it out. Good. All right. I think that'll do the trick. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now, over here, I grabbed the logic memory hash generator. So I think this is where we determine what we want. I should have a hash. Actually, can we? I don't know. Go ahead and put the housing here for this, and maybe a console and a memory or something like that. Or if I'm going to do that, I might just put a memory chip in and write the value myself. But the idea here would be whatever I punch in here is what this filter accepts. And then it's a control for LArRE. That's also the LArRE chip. Yeah, I think that's doable. I'm not going to be able to write code for LArRE today. Grow lights. Ooh, I could potentially maybe put some dials here, or a dial. I don't know. Transformer. Do we want to... I don't know where we want to run the cable, the power. Probably have the transformer somewhere accessible, like against this wall. Oh. Let's do that. Grow light, yeah, I don't know if that might be enough. Okay, and then, don't know, we'll go this way. And then, boom. Ah! I fell down and go boom. Oh. Oh, that was where LArRE came up. Everybody else here. Oh, we could. That's where the line is. So why would I do that weirdness there?
Hunger caution.
Hunger is caution. Oh, okay. That would be kind of why that one goes that way. And I think at this point we might be able to pull it in. Wait, why you? Huh. Wait. Then why do I have that weirdness? I had that weirdness there. There we go. Does that unweird it? Okay, that's not so weird anymore. Okay, alright. Logic memory, logic chip. I can go back. That's power. Wherever the power is going to come in, which I'm going to suggest maybe it goes like this. Okay. That's a problem. Oh, I also need to finish up the chutes over here. Go. There we go. Okay, I got that solved. Using up a lot of my propellant, filling up the base. Okay, we're gonna go around the... Yeah, whoa! I'm gonna zing around here. Go around the one chute that's gonna be in the way. Alright, and then this would run over here to where the stairwell is. And I kind of feel like it would actually run this way. And go to the back wall. Right. Okay. And then I feel that the transformer should be relatively in a spot to be able to touch it. Do that. Let's not overdo it. So we want it to still be kind of sensible here. So now this one, I don't know. Oh, I need a wall. I need a wall. Okay, it's good to know. But I can at least put the other... No, I can't because I don't have any. Yep, okay, so I'm out of both type of cable, basically. We need to eat and drink and change out our wireless battery anyway. Oh, I think we're gaining a little bit on our cooling. Because it pushed back a couple... Alright, eat, drink, be merry. Oh, you're done. Are you fermenting? You are fermenting. So this one I don't have a chip in for that. Up to almost 2 liters of polluted water. Go. Okay, let's do this. Let that recharge. Let's eat, drink, be merry. Yeah. Oh, network frame drops. Jeez. Can't win with Twitch. Okay, there's that. Could make more. Wireless battery for my portable light. There we go. Now, what did I need? Oh, I needed cables. We need cables of both type. Wow, that's not quite as much as I thought there was. Oh, and also that. I can't do anything with that. Because I don't have any hands. Free, that is. Alright, so we'll definitely have to pick up later on the getting Larry set up, for sure. Getting a garden planted. But I think I can at least get the power set. And yeah, we're actually going to need one more IC. Yep. Okay. There we go. So we're getting very close. Not quite there, but we are almost there. Okay.
Oxygen low.
Oxygen low. Don't make no sense. Okay. 20. I don't understand why the frame rate is so low. Don't think my base is really that extensive, but whatever. Okay, chip. Yeah. Oh, right. I need to rewrite that chip, or actually write that chip. All right. I need a wall. That's yep. Okay. Yep. Can't do anything with that as is. So we do need to get a wall. But otherwise, looks like everything is good there. Everything here. Oh yeah, we gotta go up top. Plug everything in. Drag you there, and let's do this. Whoop. Okay. There we go. So we got all those plugged in. Now the next question is, do I want to have a? I'm gonna figure that out. I was thinking about having lights so I could see what's going on during the day and whatnot, but could have it loop back around. That would be kind of neat, but also, I don't know. So we are basically there. We got all the power plugged in. We have all the chute and ductwork in. Got all the plumbing over here. So we need to configure this logic sorter. We need to configure the chip for this and figure out if I'm going to do anything with that. I'm not going to risk it by overloading the logic with the LArREs. Yeah, that one's goes one over. Oh, okay, that's. If I wanted to multi-LArRE, we might have some challenges. Maybe I just need to give myself more room. Lord forbid. Something. Alright, that's a thought. Anyway, I think I might actually call it, because kind of on the cusp of a bunch of different projects. So we need to definitely write LArRE code, and get the filter chip, prime the system, yeah, oh, and start getting the power. We can try running some power. Alright, let's go up a layer. Okay. Alright, I think that would get us there. Now, do I have heavy cable? Well, okay, jump on. Here's the heavy cable. Here is the heavy network. Alright. Okay, so we do have it right here. So I definitely need more heavy cable, but you can. Oh my goodness, that was like poetic. That's like perfect alignment. How did you know? How did you know? That's beautiful. Okay, so it's almost there. We need more heavy cable, but looking phenomenal. And then maybe cooling this area would be good. I don't know if I can actually pull those iron ore out or not. Nope, doesn't look like it. It's fine. Okay. Sweet. Do we have any alcohol? Not really. I forgot about that. I left this stupid thing on. Alright, let's turn you off. Because I think last time I looked at it, we were at like 10.3 kilomoles of volatiles. Yeah, we have another kilomole of volatiles, which I think is more than enough for any rocket that I launch up. So we're good there. 136 liters of water. That is friggin' awesome. And then we got hot water, which is not, that's a no-no for growing plants. I'm going to go actually grab that bottle and fill it full of cold water. And that way I can at least officially say that I dumped water into the system. So it's a start. I forgot that I did this. Oh, geez. I got an iron sheet just sitting here. I probably should pick that up. So. Yeah, we'll do this real quick. Then we will say that we have... Okay. Let's pop this open. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Plug this in. And yeehaw! Okay. So we should have 12 liters, almost 12 liters of water in here. Of course, some of that's evaporating off to create a pressure head. But looking very good. Then we're going to convect. Actually, we're not convecting that much. Cool. So we have water. So I don't even need to prime it. We just need to get seeds in here. Which luckily... Maybe I should start saving them. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with that, so that's a good place. Good place. So we need to... Well, we are winning the fight on our cooling. Slowly. Very slowly. I also need... print off more heavy cable. Alright, I need to drop you over here and you over there. We have 2.4 liters. Turn that on, make that disappear. Very much. Very loud right there. And we have 41 and increasing liters over here. So yeah, okay, so that's what I'm doing is as I'm making the alcohol, I'm just taking the polluted water off the top and shoving it back into the system. Which essentially is what I'm going to do down in the basement, only it's going to be automated instead of me having to manually do it, because I'm not necessarily the greatest about it. I mean, see this centrifuge not running? Yeah, that's me. But maybe I'll even cook. So how are we doing here? Yeah, basically if I could get another sound alternator and get another big load of it, then I might be able to make my cooling system work a little better. The other thought that I had was to put some digital valves and convection heaters, or yeah, convection radiators on the AC lines themselves, so that when a storm kicks in, if the temperature of that particular stage is above the storm weather, just have it kick on and do some cooling. So that would do a phenomenal boost. So that's let me digital valves plus radiators on AC. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Now that'll be temporary until I get Tylenol, so I can have another loop. And I don't know if I'll need one above that, but basically just want to make it so I can get to the dump a bunch of heat to the Tylenol and have the Venus atmosphere cool it down. So there we go. We ate, we drank, we were merry. We're gonna go ahead, pack up our jetpack, which has all our stuff in it. So let's try that again. Start with our helmet, go with our suit, go with our jetpack, and I need to put a shelf over here for the rest of the stuff. So throw the belt on the floor, suit on the floor, glasses on the floor. Looks good. Nice and greenery. Singing pipes. Back home. Do I have I have one dead fern. Scandalous. I had one dead fern. Did I miss it, or did it just randomly die? Spontaneously combusted because it didn't like what was going on. I don't know. One little biomass. Yeah, I also need to plant some watermelons because I've only got 3 seeds. Anyway, yeah, that's a good place. Don't feel like I really got anything done because I felt like I was running back and forth all the time, but I guess that's just the way it is. So, anyway. With that, I would like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.